Maddie from TotallyMaddie.com. I just wanted to share with you how to make sazon. You see, find sazon in like the Hispanic grocery section at the grocery store, or like Hispanic supermercados, like bodegas or things like that. And what it is, they come in two different boxes. One without annatto, one with annatto. Okay, the one without annatto doesn't have that reddish achiote seed, so it doesn't turn the foods that you're making red. The ones with annatto does have that seed, that orangey reddish seed, and it will turn your food red. So you will use this one for like red beans or like anything that you would put like pretty much tomato sauce with. So like if you're making arroz con gandules or arroz con pollo, you know, that orangey rice, you will use the one with annatto. So I have made a homemade version for everybody that wants to know what they put in their food. So I have made this homemade version. So these are the ingredients that we need. So here's the annatto that I was telling you about. They're like little, they're achiote, they're called achiote, and they're these little seeds. They're kind of deep, like burgundy red, and they don't really have a taste to them. At least I don't feel they do, but they turn that's kind of what you need. And you're also gonna need cumin, and this is what cumin seeds look like, because you want to get the seeds. Okay, this is what cumin seeds look like, and you find them again in like these two items you can find at your farmer's market or at your specialty grocery stores. You will find those things. They're pretty easy. They're not very inexpensive at all. So you're gonna need 2 tablespoons of those cumin seeds, and you're gonna need 2 tablespoons, or maybe 1. It just depends how deep or color do you want, of the annatto seeds. You're also gonna need half a cup of salt. I have sea salt. You can use coarse, you can use fine, doesn't matter. You're gonna need dry oregano leaves. I have here 2 tablespoons of dry oregano leaves. Make sure they're dry, you don't want fresh, because it's gonna be a powder. And then you need 2 tablespoons of garlic powder. You don't want garlic salt, you want garlic powder, all right? So we're going to do that. Now, these 2 seeds and then you're gonna need 2 tablespoons of peppercorns, black peppercorns. And this is what we're gonna do, because these seeds have been dormant. That means that we want to bring their flavor back up. You know, they have been in store for a little while, so we're going to go ahead and do something fun with it. So follow me. Those seeds have been asleep. They have been dormant all this time on the shelf. So right now I am cooking the peppercorns, the black peppercorns, the achiote seeds, and the cumin seeds, and I'm doing it on a dry skillet. So in that way, those flavors come back to life. They just become again, and you can smell it, very flavorful, so very aromatic. So what we're doing right now is that we're gonna cook them for a minute to a minute and a half. Always stir them, don't let them burn, because you know you're gonna have that burnt taste on your sazon. You don't want that. So we're just gonna cook it, and then you're gonna stop, you're gonna remove it, and you're going to let it cool off completely. All right? So let's continue making our sazon. Right, so now that our seeds are cool off, you have a couple of choices. These are the other things that you need. You're gonna need a food processor. You're gonna need a coffee grinder. This is only for spices. Don't mix it together. If you do coffee, don't mix this with the coffee grinder. So you're only gonna use this for spices. Or back home in Puerto Rico, they used to use the old pilon, where they used to like mortar everything in. So that was my job when I was a little girl. You had to grind all the seeds and you had to put your hand over. But now we're modernized more, so we're gonna do it like this now. So the first thing that we have to do is that we need to use our coffee grinder, and I bought this like anywhere. They sell them anywhere. And I'm gonna put my seeds in here, because we have to pulverize them. So let's go ahead and put our seeds in here. You might have to do this on little batches, small batches, but we're gonna try our best here. And you have to take all of these streams. Did I miss any? Okay, you ready? All right, so we're gonna go ahead and we have our seeds, our 2 tablespoons of black peppercorn, 2 tablespoons of cumin seeds, and 1 tablespoon of annatto seeds, achiote seeds, okay? So we're gonna use our these, and they'll be loud. So our seeds are now pulverized, get them into a powder. Look at that, and it smells so amazing, by the way, because all those seeds have come back to life again. So now we're gonna put all the ingredients into the food processor. So I am gonna start by putting my half cup of sea salt, and you can use any kind of salt that you wanted. This is what I have, this is what I like to use. We are going to put our 2 tablespoons of oregano, dry oregano leaves, on the food processor. And then we're gonna put our 2 tablespoons of garlic powder, not garlic sauce, but garlic powder in here. And to that, we're going to add our mixture right here. It's all powdery and it looks so pretty. Now this is the one with annatto. If you were to use if you didn't want color, if you wanted the sazon not to be orangey, you will skip using the annatto seeds. Okay? So again, this is only for spices. Don't make your coffee with this now. So now we're gonna use these, and we're gonna make it into a fine powder like the sazon normally is. So now it's finished, and I want to show you what it looks like. Let me unplug it. Oh, it smells so delicious. It smells so good. It smells fresh. So I want to show you what mine looks like. It's right here. This is the sazon with annatto. Again, if you don't want it orangey, just skip the seeds. Now I want to show you the Goya. This is the one again with annatto, con culantro y achiote. And I want to show you the difference, so in that way you can compare it. Theirs is a little more orange because they have more preservatives and more color additives. So this is the Goya, and this is the one that we just made fresh. So if you wanted to, you can add a little turmeric to this if you wanted to have more vibrant color. But I'm going to tell you right now, when you cook, it really doesn't make very much difference because we put those seeds in it. I only put 1 tablespoon of mine. You can put 1 tablespoon and a half, 2 tablespoons, whatever you want of the annatto seeds. But that's it. That's how you make sazon. And I'm going to tell you, this one smells, okay, but this one has a little vibrant, smell to it. You can tell that it's freshly made. Now, how would you store these? I have a couple of ideas that I have used. You will have to label it, of course. This one is with annatto, so you can use these containers, just like regular containers that have lids in them. You do not have to refrigerate this. This has stays in your shelf. This is the one without color. You want to come closer so you can see without color? So this is the one, just the seeds without color. Let me put a little bit in here. So this is the one without color. This is just without the annatto seeds. And I just put it in a little container like this. Or if you wanted to, and you have a little of these canning jars, you can put it in your canning jars. And just make sure that you label it if it has annatto or not, or what it is. Or you can just use a regular, just container that you can buy at the dollar store. They come to for like $1. So you can do it. Again, this does not need refrigerator, and you can make arroz con pollo, you can make pollo guisado, stewed chicken, anything that will have like a red into it, you will use that. The one without the color, you can do for flavor all your meats. Like if you're making meatloaves, put it in there. If you're making meatballs, put it in there. Just whatever you would normally want more flavor to it. Again, this is not heat. This is not the heat that is going to burn your tongue. This is just Puerto Rican unique flavors that are infused into our food to make it very delicious. Anyway, buen provecho, everybody. Now to my mom, mami, estoy haciendo sazón casero aquí en mi casa y hice todo lo que tú me has enseñado para hacer comidas deliciosas. Así que te quiero mucho. We'll see you, everybody. Have a nice day. Buen provecho. Bye bye.
¿Y qué pasó?